it's Lisa. I'm here today to show you how to perform a proper glute bridge, and I'll go through that with you, and then I'm going to show you 4 different varieties of the glute bridge. The glute bridge is a great exercise to strengthen and mobilize your hips as well as your glutes, lower back, hamstrings, and it's something I call the opposite of sitting, because when you sit, you push your hips back. When you do a glute bridge, you're pushing your hips up, and it helps to stretch out your hip flexors and all those muscles that get tight from sitting as well. So we're going to start with the proper form of a glute bridge. Laying on your back, arms to your sides. You want to make sure that your feet aren't too far out or your heels aren't too close in. So a few inches away from your hips, creating about a 90-degree angle when you push your hips up to the top position. Arms to your side. What we're going to do to start is press your lower back. Instead of having that space underneath your back and between your back and the floor, we're going to press your lower back into the floor or into your mat to engage your core and activate those glute muscles as you do the bridge. So that will be your first part of the bridge movement. Then once you're there, you'll push the hips up to knee level as you exhale, and then on the way down you'll inhale, bringing your hips back down to the floor, and then re-engage your back to the floor before you perform the next repetition, pushing your hips up and then bringing your hips back down. As you do this, we will push through your heels to engage and activate your backside, your hamstrings, and your glutes, and your lower back muscles here. Working with your own range of motion, just find that range that works for you. And this is just a basic glute bridge. I'm going to show you a couple of varieties of the glute bridge here as well. So once you've established good form there, again engaging your core by pressing your lower back into the mat, we can also go up onto our toes. This will change a little bit of the form here, as well as get a little bit more of your quads engaged. So again, maintaining, pushing the hips up, pushing through your toes this time, breathing out and then breathing in on the way down. Pressing that lower back down at the bottom of each rep. All right, so toes down is the first variety of the glute bridge. Second one will be a marching bridge. So bringing your hips up, find that once you've pressed your lower back down to the mat, pushing your hips up, find your nice posture, nice hold at the top. And from here, you're just going to lift your knee up just a few inches off the ground, or lift your foot up off the ground, trying to maintain level hips. So you'll feel this more actively in one side at a time. So that's your marching bridge. And then releasing that. The next one we're going to do is an elevated bridge. So you'll need a chair or a bench where you can place your feet on top or on the edge of that bench or chair. Again, pressing your hands down, engage, pressing your back into the mat. Feet are at the edge, pushing into the objects you have your feet on. You're pushing your hips up, breathing out, exhaling, and then inhaling on the way down. I find that this position allows you to more easily push your back into the mat. It aligns your posture a little bit better. Then we'll just try one more here. All right. Now the last variety is a single leg glute bridge. So we can stay elevated, or you can bring this back down to the floor. You'll just lift one leg up towards the ceiling, pushing through the other leg. It will put a lot more intensity on that one side. So hands to your side, pressing your lower back into the mat or the floor, pushing that hip up, breathing out, exhaling, and then inhaling on the way down, pressing your lower back down into the mat pushing those hips up, working with your own range of motion here. And then, so that's your last variety. I'll write these up for you guys so that you can go through and try them all out. Again, they're great exercises, even if you just do 10 repetitions after you've been sitting for an hour, just to give your hip flexors a nice stretch and to get your glutes and your hamstrings activated to help prevent with lower back pain and to help keep your hips strong and mobile. Have fun, guys.